Evening Squires, it's me, your boy. Welcome back to my channel. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Today, I was really hell-bent on having a goddamn productive day, even though I was adjusting to, nerve pain medication and I didn't really know where I was, but like, I don't know, if you've ever dealt with chronic pain, you kind of get to a point where it's like, your house is gross, you've just been throwing everything everywhere, you're not really balancing your responsibilities, and you're just like, you know what, even if it kills me, I'm gonna get shit done today. If this is the first time you're coming across me, I be dealing with the sciatica. I'm currently, I was in treatment for it for about 2 months, and I basically just need to lose weight. All my fat is crushing my bones and organs, so I'm working on that, but it takes time to lose weight, so unless you're on like Ozempic, I guess, but I'm scared of that shit. I don't trust it. I remember Fen. Y'all remember that shit? Like, anyway, so I started off, this is like my little table where I have like, it's just supposed to be like earrings and like keys and shit like that, jewelry. This just ended up being a pile of like beauty products and old receipts and like, yeah, man, it's rough out here. But today I was actually really happy with everything I managed to get done. Spoiler alert, we're doing cleaning, we're doing organizing. I had like a long meeting. I had to go pay my rent, which was a whole fucking fiasco, but I'll get into that. And yeah, I did almost pass out and die in a mall, so that was cool. But whatever, you know, shit happens, we get it done. Yeah, you see some of my like favorite lip products. I got my MAC lip pencil, my Experiment lip balm, my Revlon, I think they're like Color Ink bullet lipsticks. I love bullet lipsticks, actually. I don't like heavily pigmented lip products on like a doe foot. Something about it, just like, I don't know, maybe it's because I got like sharp and small lips. Like, I feel like I'm just not coordinated enough. Oh man, I was so bummed. So that's the Kosas Cloud Set powder. I picked that up like a year ago because Khaki Reviews Beauty said so. And like, I dropped it on the floor and it split in half. It's a bummer, but I'm still working through it. Yeah, you can see all my jewelry was everywhere. These are some perfume samples. I was like, oh, if I put perfume samples out, I'll have to use them. I should stop sampling perfumes because I just hate using them. Like, when I was first getting into perfumes, I was really excited to have a bunch of little different things to sample, but now I just have like odds and ends of like bajillions of perfume samples that I don't even like, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to use everything up. That's just like my whole vibe. I don't like wasting things. Like, if I paid for something, even if it isn't my like favorite shit in the world, I like to use it up. I'm really into that like little coffin earring holder. Like, I think though, if you're like a funky bitch with like giant wooden and plastic and paper and like animal bone earrings, it's just not really big enough to accommodate them, and it's kind of annoying to use. And that's just tea though, but it's been a couple days since I filmed this. I'm doing a lot better. I'm adjusting. Basically the nerve pain meds it's a mix of gabapentin and like a couple different vitamins. And apparently gabapentin can make you like super sleepy and loopy, and that's what they up my dose on. But yeah, right now it is 5 a.m. I just had my little fucking breakfast, and yeah, I got some time to kill before I got to start the day. It's still like pitch black here. Traffic hasn't started yet. It's kind of beautiful being up early. I was taking, so when the genocide in Palestine started, I didn't sleep for like 2 weeks, and I don't want to like make it about me because it's like not. I'm just telling you, like, it was really like, so for me, I have like Jewish and Irish ancestry, and that includes like some Zionists in my family. So like what I perceive to be like kind of like the continuation of a colonial project and like expanding genocide, they were like, this is great. And I don't talk to those family members anymore. But like, again, like compared to what's like happening on Earth, it's not a big deal that I like don't talk to my fuck ass cousin anymore. But like, yeah, just seeing like it's like a unique kind of thing, especially with my ancestry and my like experience. So if you don't know, what is like historically known as the Irish potato famine was actually like a genocide with the English as the architects. And what's going on in Palestine is a like colonial project that started with England as the architects. So it's just complicated, especially having like the Irish ancestry. Like, at least for me, how I feel like an insane fascist state has like jacked my identity to use it to like destroy others. So yeah, so I wasn't sleeping anyway, and I started taking melatonin. And it's throughout the entirety of the escalating genocide. I've been taking melatonin to sleep, but I already had to up the dose twice, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to be hooked on melatonin forever. So yeah, I'm having like a wacky sleep schedule right now. And also sometimes because of the gabapentin, I be napping anyway. So yeah, you can see we getting clean here. That's my Metro card. Those are, yeah, that shit just fell right off there. There we go. I should probably take all of these things off this table and clean it. I've actually started, for my back pain, I've started doing Viparita Karani, which is like a legs up the wall pose. And I think it's really helping me out. So hopefully I really want to do like a deep clean of my apartment soon, and I'll like take you through it. You can see I still have shelves I haven't unpacked. I have like knickknacks and books in that box on the sofa I haven't unpacked. This pile of clothing is from when I did my outfits inspired by Ozzy Osbourne video. I'll link that down below if you haven't checked it out yet. But when I filmed this, it was like a couple days after I'd filmed that, and like slowly I'd started like, you know, putting one thing away, putting two things away, but largely I couldn't even use half my sofa because it was just covered in clothing. So I was like, all right, like today, like we're gonna do something, man. Like I really want to have this space feel like beautiful and homey and organized, and I want to be like super happy here. Yeah, so halfway through putting away clothes, I had to stop and lay down because like the gabapentin fucking got me drowsy as shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is an old t-shirt from ASOS that it's like 5 or 6 years old, and I guess it's just fast fashion. It started like coming apart at the seams, so I've been trying to slowly patch it up. That's like that big white patch, but I think I might just give up and throw this away. Nap time, bitches. Yeah, because I have like kind of limited space in here, and I think I have enough like pajamas and t-shirts and stuff that I don't need to like keep patching up stuff. See, like there's threads falling off of it, like seams coming apart. Yeah, I might cut it into like cleaning rags actually. You know what, maybe that'll be a video soon. Because I don't know, I don't really buy paper towels, so it's always good to have like more shit to clean with around. And you know, I really need to clean off my table too. Like, it's just hard like managing like life and like work responsibilities and like creative projects and like friends and like all that shit, you know, when you're just like crazy in pain all the time. Like, I feel like on my 30s, I've really been like trying to undo the damage of neglecting my health and my body. First of all, like, I don't know, unless you're rich in the United States, you're pretty much forced into a position of neglecting your health and your body. And if you're fat, like, it's very interesting. I've gotten really compassionate and, like, lovely medical care in, like, multiple other countries. In the US, if you're fat, like, they treat you, like, on some old Yeller shit, like, you should just be put down. So, like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. But yeah, that's part of why my goal was always to leave the US, because, oh, that's one of my favorite shirts ever. It says, "A drink from me and live forever" on the back. It's the 1991 Interview with the Vampire movie where Tom Cruise was Lestat. Yo, have y'all been seeing all that shit from Comic-Con? All the interviews with, like, Eric Bogosian and Sam Reed and, oh my god, I can't remember the name of Louis de Pontulac in real life. Is it Jacob Anderson? I always confuse him and his, like, R&B sad dude persona. Like, I want to be like, oh, it's like Raleigh Ritchie playing Louis de Pontulac, but I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, maybe that gabapentin's still be fucking hitting me, dog. I feel like when I grow up, I want to... Wait, what do I mean when I grow up? I'm 33. I'm like Jesus aged. You grown when you Jesus aged, homie. Anyway. But, yeah, no, honestly, so this is just me, like, organizing and folding up the clothing. So if I sound wacky, I'm gonna insert a picture. Over the weekend, I was chilling with some new friends, including, recently, there's either going to be a video up about this already or, like, coming or something. I'm not really sure. I'll link it below if it's already up. I was seeing this dude for about a month, and I found out that he had a girlfriend the whole time and was lying to me about it. So, we both broke up with him, and we're friends now, but I met up with her and a group of people to go to, like, a goth pop-up market, and I was off my tits on nerve pain meds, and, I held a crow, and it was sick. Yeah, man, look at that sick-ass crow. Like, also, it was kind of cool. Like, I didn't buy any objects, which is cool, so I'm, like, sticking to my no-buy, but I was really tempted. They had, like, a plague doctor doll. Yeah. Whew. So this is, like, my storage under my bed. You'll see throughout this video that, like, I need to, better organize my stuff. I think I'm gonna need to do, like, a month or bi-monthly kind of, like, rotating closet where I shop through my stuff and, just so I can better organize it and, like, have more room and, like, whatever. Yeah. And I really need to clean my floors too, but I just, like, was not in a position to, like, be mopping and shit, but I'm coming through. I think today I'm mostly gonna, like, try and keep, like, the physical activity to a minimum except for Viparita Karani, and then I will mop tomorrow. Maybe I'll take you with me when I mop stuff. Also, I want to set up shelves, and like, I think it'll help with, like, my table too, because I have a lot of, like, knickknacks on there. I have, like, knickknacks, like, just randomly stuffed in places. So, like, once I get those shelves up, then we'll be good. Oh yeah, this is my outfit I wore to go out and pay rent. Also, I had, like, a meeting, so I wanted to just have, like, you know, not my pajamas on, but it was virtual. Yeah, as you can tell, I love black and leopard print. That was the vibes. I love shit that reminds me of how Robin Williams would dress in The Birdcage. Yeah, you see, like, the doors on that don't even close, but that might be because I put like, sticky hooks to hang my baseball hats on the inside of them. Yeah, see, this table's totally jammed. It's full of, like, random mugs. I have a molcajete full of raw potatoes. I have sugar-free chai, like, liquid sugar. I have some accessories and a belt left. Yeah, but I'll fix that one day and I'll show you. Yeah, those were just my little earrings. Those were from my grandmother. All of my jewelry was either, like, $2 or costume jewelry I bought. Oh, that's the Mary and May Sicka Soothing Sun Cream. That's the only thing I put on my face that day. I was not about to put on any kind of makeup or anything. Yeah, it was literally just a sunscreen and Rhode lip balm ass day. I know some people have said that the Rhode lip balms are like super grainy and nasty. I have 2 of them and both of mine are beautiful. They feel super good. Like, they hydrate my heinous crustiness. Like, no complaints from me. But I can't really recommend them because I know that so many of them are grainy. Oh yeah, that's Te Yulong by Giorgio Armani. It's just a travel spray. Oh, that shit smells so good. I felt like I was thriving, brother. Oh yeah, then I dropped the shit out of my phone and it was time to go pay rent, which was rough. I didn't plan on recording like me talking today because the doctor put me on a higher dose of nerve pain meds and I'm fucked up. I'm tripping. It's hard to get used to, but I had to tell somebody. So I just had to go out to pay rent because I can't. So it would be great if I could get a Mexican bank account and transfer the money directly to like the property company. But I went to 3 banks and I live in Mexico City. I went to 3 banks and nobody would give me a bank account. I've heard that like it takes extra steps to open bank accounts for foreigners. So like if the teller just doesn't feel like it that day, they'll like invent a reason to tell you can't. So like I was told conflicting things at like 3 different banks. Oh wow. So anyway, it just took me like 2 hours to pay rent. Now, in Mexico, things don't really work, so you gotta budget time for that. And I have a call at noon, so I figured, I'm walking slower. I might be sitting a lot and like to take breaks, and I'm kind of fucked up. So first thing, instead of going to the bank for my property company, I ended up walking to the random ATM near my house that I know doesn't work. So then I had to go and walk to that bank. Then I got to the right bank and they would only let me take out about like half of my rent money. And then when I tried all the other ATMs in there, it told me that they were like out of money. So I was like, okay. So I'm looking on my phone to go to another ATM or a bank and it looks like the nearest one. So I end up walking to like limping because of the sciatica to a random mall where it says this ATM is. And I'm like, great, like where the fuck is this ATM? So I walk around the bottom floor. So you know ATMs. I find the escalator. It's broken. Walking up the escalator, I like got so dizzy I almost fell over. And this dude actually, he this like beautiful Moreno dude, he was like, oye, gorda, estás bien? Like, oh. And I was like, he was so hot though. But I was just like not even present, and he was like, like, I'm trying to translate in my head. He was like, do you need help? And I was just like, no, estoy tomando un nuevo medicamento y uno de los efectos secundarios es que puede ser mareada. Oh, fuck me, brother. So I was just so I had half the money. So then I'm like, I find an elevator and I'm like, I can't do these escalators anymore, and there's like cleaning staff in there, and like, I'm just like, buen dia, you just it's like you greet people here, if you're like in a space with them and like acknowledge them. I feel like acknowledging other people is like a big part of like Mexican politeness. So I was like, buen dia, and she was like, buen dia, and like we start talking about shit, and I was like, a ver, like, hay un cajero en este edificio? And she was like, she was basically like, so I was like, is there an ATM in here? And she was like, I don't know. I'm new, but ask the security guard. So like I get back down to the 2nd floor. I need to sit for like 10 minutes. The world stops spinning. I get up. I find 2 security guards, right? So I was like, hola, buenos dias. Hay un cajero en este edificio. And one dude tells me that it's in Sears, and one dude tells me that it's in Sanborns, which are like 2 big ass fucking store. You know, the stores that got like electronics and like makeup and like bougie shit in them. So first I try and go to the Sanborns. That shit ain't, no. First I try and go to Sears. That was barred up. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go to the Sanborns. I go in there and I'm walking around and I'm like, where's the fucking, like, I don't see it. So I talk to a random woman like behind a makeup counter, you know, where is the cajero? And she was like, it's down that hallway. So I'm looking and there's the only hallway. It just says bathroom. So like I go down the bathroom hallway and like the ATM is like in the bathroom. So I'm like, anyway, I get the other half of my rent money and I have to walk back to the first bank I went to. And on the way there, I realized that there is another bank literally across the street from it that I missed with an ATM, and I didn't have to go through any of this. I'm so pissed off. I gotta put on more, yeah. Hell yeah. So anyway, yeah, then I go and like pay my rent and like, so I bring the cash, to the teller. I'm like waiting in line, you know, I'm like, hola, buenos dias, me gustaría hacer un pago. And she's like, bah. And she like, so I give her like the name of the company and their account and press my phone up against the window so she can just see it and like get it all in there. Then she starts trying to put my cash like through the machine and like it won't accept the money. So like I'm there for 10 minutes and I was just like, and she's like looking suspiciously at my bills and I was like, you know, la mayoría de la plata es de tu banco aquí. Like, so is your bank having like counterfeits? I didn't say the last part to her, but I'm just like swaying, waiting for her to like do it. And it finally went through, but yeah, that took like 2 hours. And yeah, I have my call in like 20 minutes. But I don't know how I'm gonna make it through that. Pray for me. But I'm in less pain than I've been in like 4 months. So like I hope I can adjust to the treatment because I'm just not thriving in this economy, you know. And like the walking up that like not working escalator almost took me the fuck out. Like I feel dizzy just like, oh my God, the lines of the escalator were like moving, but like I knew it wasn't moving because I was walking. But yo, I should have given that dude who asked if I was all right my number. Like he was fine as fuck. I love a dude with some aggressive eyebrows. I love a woman with some aggressive eyebrows. Las cejas. Estoy bien, María. No sé si las cosas que he dicho tienen sentido o no, pero I don't think I can take this much of the stuff, brother. Anyway. What an adventure. I guess it's just, I'm like not right. Like maybe I didn't even notice. Maybe it's not Google's fault and I just didn't even notice the other bank was there. But God, I have a call. I want to make pork belly. I have a date tonight. Like I don't know how we're gonna do all this, fam. But anyway, that's my story. All right, so this was the week when I found out that the dude I was seeing was a pathological liar with a girlfriend who lied to me about a bunch of shit, like literally like shit that doesn't even make sense for no reason. Like he was Colombian and he lied about being nervous to speak English with me, and he was like, I never get to speak English. Meanwhile, he had another American bitch and I was the American bitch on the side. I kind of got the vibe that he was trying to have like a sugar mommy and fuck with gringas his age too at the same time. Anyway, So, yeah, this was the pork belly I bought to console myself. I've never had cooked pork belly before, actually. So I was like, you know, even if I don't do a great job, like, I don't really have, like, any Michelin star shit to compare it to. I don't even think I've ever even seen pork belly, like, in person and not on the internet. So, this I had, dry brined in salt and pepper for 2 days. I'd actually planned to only do it for 1 day, but I got lazy, so I just left it in there. But, this had, like, exquisite fucking flavor. This was on my first week, actually, on a calorie deficit diet. And, basically how I made this work, you know, pork belly is really fatty, but it's also really high in protein. MyFitnessPal said I could have a 4-ounce portion of it, which is like a half cup. So I kind of tried to guess like what would roughly a half cup of pork belly be. But honestly, I did really, really well on my first week of my calorie deficit. I lost 1.8 pounds and I only put into the ab that I wanted to lose 1.5 pounds a week. Now I know some people might be like, oh, like for body pain, you should lose as much weight as fast as possible. But, I got that mental illness. I have a lot of issues with food in the past, like the kind of stuff that like YouTube will not let you talk about. You know what I mean? So I kind of wrestled internally, like, you know, how do I pursue weight loss in a way which will not trigger my mental health issues or cause me to like, you know, have like a super messed up relationship with my body and food, because it's kind of difficult because like, again, I don't know. So for me, like I didn't even have, I actually just bought a scale. I haven't had a scale in my house in years. Like I haven't attempted any kind of diet in years, but like, I feel like my body is being negatively affected. Like my mobility is being affected. I'm like basically disabled right now. And, I was like, I think like, and looking at, so I think on MyFitnessPal, it's letting me eat like 1,800 calories a day. And some days I don't even hit that. Some days I go a little over. But yeah, it's been good so far. I'm delighted with it. Again, this is not like some kind of like weird weight loss evangelist channel where I try and tell you what you have to do or anything like that. I'm just showing you how I'm living my life and what's up, you know? Anyway, yeah, I decided I was gonna make like a cabbage salad and like a fermented soy sriracha and peanut sauce to have with the pork belly. Because pork belly is really high in calories, I decided to forego having a starch with it and just have like vegetables with it. But yeah, like, so that's the thing. I kind of make calculations like that, you know what I mean? But I don't want to starve myself. I don't want to do anything extreme. I was even talking to my mom and I was like so excited to see that I lost 1.8 pounds in my first week. I was like, maybe I should like jack down the calories even more so I can lose weight faster. And my mom, like, what is it? She didn't clock it to me that it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. But yeah, I was like, maybe I should go even harder. And my mom was like, cool it with your mentally ill ass. And I was like, it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. But now she was right. So I'm keeping it at the 1,800. And honestly, in my first week, like I went out to eat a couple times. Like I had to guess for some things in restaurants. But I still enjoyed things like smoked salmon and like pork belly and key lime pie. But you know, you just gotta like kind of wiggle room it. It's crazy. Has anybody else had the experience when you start calorie counting that you realize that you've been like eating for like a family of 3? And I'm like, shit, no wonder I'm fat as hell, you know? But hopefully all the shit I'm doing... Oh yeah, this was just me. I heated up some water in the microwave. And I added my fixins to make the, like, sauce for the cabbage and shake it up in a jar. I'm a big fan of just shaking shit up in a jar. You'll see, like, I do a lot of cooking sitting at this table. Just because it's, like, my back's fucked up and, like, I gotta do what I gotta do, bro. This fermented soybean paste I really, really like. I got it because, does anybody else watch, Beryl, who does, like, the foods from around the world and whatever? She did one, it was, like, a cheater Taiwanese, like, version of, like, kimchi, almost. And I really want to make it, but you need fermented soybean paste for it. So I actually got this for that, like, 3 months ago, and I have never made, I think it's called Taiwanese golden cabbage, maybe? I don't remember, bro. It's not clocking to me that the cabbage is standing on business. Yo, if you're on a weight loss journey, cabbage is an incredible thing to have around, especially red cabbage. It has way more bite than like white cabbage, so it's way more satisfying to eat. Yesterday, I think I had like 35 calories left, but I was starving at night, so I literally just cut up a cup of cabbage and I put some mustard on it and ate it. And like it got the job done. Like, and cabbage is really good for you. I think it has, like, vitamin A in it, maybe, which is good for your skin. But I'm not a fucking dietitian, bro. Like, so don't, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this was the cooked pork belly. I'm obsessed with pork belly. Actually, eating healthier is saving me money because now that I portion shit out, like, I swear stuff lasts me forever. I still have, like, half a hunk of this pork belly left when I'm recording this voiceover. So I think today I'm gonna make some like black rice and eat the pork belly with it. I love that forbidden black rice, the vibes. This honestly, and like the fatty pork with like the spicy fermentedness of the sauce was just like absolutely delicious. Nothing tastes better than that. This was an excellent reward. It took so long for the pork belly to cook in the air fryer that it wasn't done until like way after my meetings. So it was kind of good timing because I got to like finish up and then immediately reward myself with this delicious pork belly for my day of, you know, fighting a warrior's fight or whatever. Yeah, then I basically passed out. So on this day, I was supposed to have a date with like a rad nerd dude who studies astrophysics. And I'm excited because he doesn't speak that much English, so we have to speak in Spanish. But yeah, he canceled on me because his ADHD ass was having a panic attack, and I was like, that's cool, I'm high as fuck. So I ended up staying home eating more pork belly. This was leftover tomatoes and quinoa, and watching Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yeah, fire. Oh yeah, I love the theme song. Anyway, that was it for my ass. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh yeah, one thing I fucked up. If you're on a calorie deficit, get regular mustard and not honey mustard. Honey mustard is calorie dense as shit. So that was like a fuck up for me, but I'm less than a week into this diet, so it's gonna be like that. Anyway, bye.